Hey everyone, I'm Michael Majors,
And I'm Gerry Thompson.
and you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. All right, today on the Versus series, we're kind of having a little fun, or at least I am.
Yeah, I'm not going to have any fun. I'm just playing normal Bant humans.
Yeah, Jerry's kind of rocking the boogeyman this week, but I'm playing blue-red Eldrazi goggles, which is kind of a brew of my own creation a little bit. I've kind of jammed two decks together. Both.
That's what I was going to say. You took two like tier 2 decks and just put them together, and it's like, all right, we got it. This is like S tier, better than everything else.
2 + 2 is 1, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, Blue-Red Goggles hasn't really seen much play other than in Todd Anderson's heart at the beginning of the season. Kind of fell by the wayside. There was like a red-white version of the Pro Tour, but that never really like broke through as a tier 1 deck. And most recently, like on the SG Tour, Michael Segal top forward in Atlanta with Blue-Red Eldrazi, and I think you did a video with it as well.
I did. I 5-0'd the league very easily. It also top-8'd one of the European Grand Prix.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And that deck, so my big takeaway playing a little bit with it is that early counter magic is really good in this format.
Yes.
Basically, everyone is playing at sorcery speed except for like Collected Company and Avacyn. Pretty much everything else in the format that's good is sorcery speed. And Drowner of Hope is extremely powerful.
I agree. Drowner was the one card, like, I played Siegel's list, and he had 3 Drowners main one board, and I was like, I want this against everyone, because it is just great.
Now, granted, I'm only playing 3, which...
Do you have the 4th one on the board? Let me see here.
I don't. I have some thought, not serious.
Mistake.
Could be. But, so... Blue-Red Goggles is, like, very good at, like, playing this mid-range value game where you can, like, play turn 5 Goggles and maybe, like, kill 2 of your opponent's creatures or draw 4 cards with Mathematic Insight. But it doesn't have, like, a good way to, like, interact in the early game. I know Todd was playing, like, Thing in the Ice and Jace, which kind of are just cannon fodder and die instantly.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, if you play a Thing in the Ice and they're forced to, like, Declaration and Stone it or whatever, like, then you're trading 2 mana for their 2 mana, and, like, that's fine. That's kind of a way of interacting.
Right. But, like, if you're going to, like, Grasp of Darkness or something along those lines, that's kind of feel bad. And later in the game, other than working towards, like, Goggles plus Fall of the Titans, Goggles didn't really have any, like, big punch. It could kind of just, like, accrue a bunch of advantage and, like, maybe burn you out. Mm-hmm. But Ulamog plus Kozilek's Return is kind of this actual in-game, and Drowner of Hope kind of complements that as well. So we'll see if the deck's good, but I like it on paper, and I think we're going to have some fun today.
I think the comparison you can make is to Brad's red-green Goggle deck.
Sure.
Where you have like counter spells instead of ramp, basically, to just like slow the game down instead of accelerating. And then he was working up to World Breaker plus K Return, and you just have Ulamog instead, which with Drowner and like Majoring Network and stuff, I think is pretty doable.
Yep. So we'll see how it goes. Let's roll some dice.
Go first.
Okay. I have a pair of ones.
Aces?
Nah.
Just ones?
Just ones.
3s.
You win.
Yes. First time, I think. So my hand is a little heavy on lands, but I think I like that with this deck. There's a lot of pretty decent mana sinks and a couple ways to gain card advantage, so I'm in there.
I'm probably like one spell off of having a good hand myself, but we do have these things to accelerate, so yeah, I'll give it a shot.
All right.
All right. That's a good draw. Your turn.
Village, reveal planes, play this thing that's probably going to die.
Yeah, I think so, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and get that out of here. I'll axe it, discarding Drown Temple. And
that was my 3-drop, Michael. I needed that.
So, oh man, this deck's hard to play. I made a mistake. So I could just like cast this, because I kind of need to find some more action, but I also just sort of want to like charge my land. I probably shouldn't do that. I'm just going to cast Tormenting Voice and discard a Shivan Reef.
When I was playing the blue-red one, I would usually charge instead of anticipate unless I was looking for something very specific.
Sure.
So I'll play the planes that you know about, and that. I guess I drew a different thing to play on turn 3. How very exciting.
Pretty fortunate. Your turn.
Ooh. Oh, God. I don't even know what to do now.
Cast Collected Company.
That is not going to happen.
Yay.
Pound you for 1.
19 it is.
Done.
You're a liar. I don't believe you. All right, I'll return Drowner Temple.
I guess I'll cast Collecting Company. I wasn't going to do a main phase.
Okay.
Ooh. Well, I could basically take everything out of K-return range by getting 2 pacifists. So these are my options. These are going on the bottom for sure. Displacer is like okay. You don't have like a ton of creatures. Like blinking my stuff is not bad. Obviously blinking the lieutenants, I could attack with these. Yeah. Let's do this. This is kind of risky, but 1. That's what I meant.
So see, it is in K return range.
No, it is if I didn't, take the pacifist.
I see. Okay.
It's kind of risky because like now if I go to blink it, you can just K return it, and that's kind of
yeah. Over on my side, I could just cast this, but if I do that, I'm probably not going to get value out of another card in my hand, and I kind of just want to start charging. So your turn.
Roar.
No blocks.
Pacifist for once in its life is living up to its namesake.
Oh crap! This is supposed to flip.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that actually.
Never mind. Okay,
Whoops.
let's
well, hold.
let's go.
Oh, okay,
let's go
okay,
way
okay.
back. Let's go way
Alright.
back.
All right. I cast this. Your turn.
Okay.
Okay. Professionals.
We're good at this. It's early. I've only had half of a coffee. I'm not quite there yet.
It's
Okay.
1:30 p.m.
Listen.
Or it's actually like 2:30.
I was up until 6. All right.
All right. I mean, it's on me too.
And
Don't worry.
I set my alarm for noon, and I woke up at 11, just naturally. So I don't know what's going on right now, but
just ambitious man over here.
all right. So Drowner is medium good. That's about it. That's all I got, really. So man, I can't even like get you for. Well, I could try to get you for 9.
That's a lot of damage.
Can maybe work through the Drowner with the Displacer. And I feel with you having goggles, I don't really want to give you a bunch of time. So I'm going to try and play this Tracker.
All right.
Up.
Yep.
Max.
Yep.
Sack Max. That didn't really work out well. Counter here.
Sure.
Roar.
All right. I take. Can't count. That's 9. All right.
Yep.
10.
Done. So Tracker plus Pacifist is kind of tight.
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, taking a point, casting this Drowner, I suppose.
Okay.
I guess I should leave up Majoring Network so I could charge it.
Yeah, if you want to jump, because
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to tap my things. You can just chump them, basically. Yep. I don't have evasion. Okay. Things and stuff and happenings.
Oh, maybe I'm... Yeah, I probably just messed that turn up, too. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. So I get a max. I'm going to play a lieutenant.
Okay.
So this goes up to 4, 1, 2. And now you might have to tap some stuff because my things are big. I'm going to combat.
So if I let Gerry enter combat, then he can, declare attackers and then displace a Scion. So I lose an activation, essentially, that way. So if I want to sacrifice Scions to Drowner of Hope, I kind of am forced to do both right now. So if I do that, then Gerry can attack for 7, which would put me to 2. But I kind of need my Scions to actually win the game, I think. But if he just sends all 4 of his creatures, then
I could like send and displace one,
Yeah.
and then you could like block here.
But then I'm
You have
forced to
block here
send there as
anyway,
well. Yeah.
So you get me to use my mana potentially.
So I think I'm basically forced to use both my Scions. So if
This deck is great.
yeah, I mean, there's a reason it's good. Yep. All right. I'm just gonna tap both your things.
Tappy tap. All right. Feel like I might be missing something. You're at 9?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not keeping life total because I just don't do that. Counter fights, I guess.
Sure.
And then put you to 2.
Yep.
And I guess I'll sack this clue now. Probably bad sequencing, but I'm definitely casting that command. Go ahead.
All right. Need to kind of go off with our goggles, and didn't. So we're dead. All right, back here for game 2. My hand looks pretty good. I'm gonna keep.
I'm kind of in the same boat. My mana's a little wonky, but we're in there.
That's kind of how that deck works.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Just the chance of casting Thraben Inspector on turn 1 is
Oh, it's an honorary 2-drop for sure.
Yeah, it's not high. So wilds go, and then planes, I guess.
So I think we just want to go ahead and deposit our Drown Your Temple.
Deposit.
Your turn. Just end the bank for later.
Recruit.
Yep. Go. Yep. We remembered this time.
Might just go off.
You might just go off, it's true.
Wowie, wow. That's probably my best card. I should probably not play that no open counter spell, but
But if you don't, then you can't get a clue.
Man, yeah, I'm playing it.
All right.
You have 2 spells, so I still have to like play stuff on my main phase, so you can't impulse my thing. I think if you had impulse, maybe you would have used it. I don't know. Hard to say.
Impulse is in my sideboard.
Oh.
I got temper.
Huh. So then the question becomes, do I want to flip this thing back and like have all my stuff die to K return? All right, well I'll just tech keep for 3 and then think some more, I guess.
Sure. Good time management here.
Oh dear. Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Go.
Your turn.
Yes, they flip again?
Yeah.
2 less? 2 less for all my spells?
Just going off.
I could activate with the trigger on, but I don't really care. So you could shrivel, but you can't clash. Bang.
It's in there.
Yes. 6.
All right, 11.
All right, now what should I do? Go.
All right. Temple.
Yeah.
Anything?
Nope. No bounding Crocesis over here. Oh my god, that card is so good.
So I could like -4 if I was trying to play around Dramoka's command, but I think it's just one of those things. If he's got it, so I'll -3.
Rats.
Your turn.
The smug your turn. Well, maybe I should have played that card at some point, but I just drew it, so.
What can you do?
Ugh. I don't think I could have played around that Chandra at all. Mink.
Yep.
Max coming. Counter coming. Go.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get this Drowner down. Trigger.
Yar.
And I'm going to 0 my Chandra.
4 cards?
Hopefully turn these four lands into something better. Go.
This is always fun with this deck. It's like, well, I could just cast my spell that's reasonable, or I could spin the wheel. Spinning wheels is kind of great.
What if your collection company gets countered?
Then your Scion's dead. I don't
Okay.
know. What if my perfectly reasonable spell gets countered, too? Alright. No wheel spinning. I'll take a point.
So you're at 19.
You're at 11? All right.
Yes. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to clash that. So I'll go to 10.
Well, bink.
Yep.
Done.
Okay.
Oh, I should probably kill the thing. Yeah, okay, fine.
All right.
Kill your Chandra.
Kill 3 Inspector.
Kill the Inspector?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I got returns to Kozilek, you know?
Yeah, I feel you.
All right. Return you. Smush you. 10 to 14.
Yep.
Go.
You have 2 left?
2.
Go.
Oh, he just must have nothing.
Kind of true.
Attack you.
Tilt. 9.
Your turn.
Gas Company. Exiled.
Yep.
Oh, no.
So irrelevant.
1 clue.
Yep.
Ugh.
Jeez. I just keep thinking of the Chihoy thing.
4.
4. It's only 9. Shucks, your turn.
Tilt. Ooh. I think we got him, boys. I think we got him.
Make sure I'm not stupid. There's just like a Drown Your Temple chilling in my graveyard.
I'll take a point.
Come on.
What? Pick it up. Go.
Yeah, full price. Sure. Oh, man.
Temple of Tilt.
No. Your turn.
Another Drowner. What are you
No.
at?
I'm at 10. 7.
Go.
All right, Drowner.
Resolves.
Go.
Combat.
I'm kind of scared now. You have 2 in hand?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
So we split the first couple games in pretty convincing fashion, I think. Now we're going to the sideboard where Majors gets nothing, I guess. But
Just some shocks, man.
the plan I like the most with this deck against any sort of mid-range control deck is Den Protectors and Negates. The mana is certainly not good enough to have this consistently, just because there aren't very many blue sources, but I do feel like this package is really nice in giving you a bunch of staying power, and you end up being able to like protect your massive board position from sweepers with Negates, and then, you know, scary stuff like Chandra and Goggles. And then I also have 2 Declaration and Stones, which are a little bit better than the Dramoka's commands. Like, there are games where I could get potentially Ulamogged and still win because I have access to a Declaration, and if this takes out a Drowner, the Scions typically don't do too much. And then I have 2 Nissa's Vastwood Seers, which kind of, I don't know, in most of my sideboards like these, it just kind of like ties everything together where you have this body that also helps you make a land drop, which helps your Den Protectors. It's a body you can hit off Collected Company, which is good because I'm going down on a creature to hit off Company. So these kind of don't really count either.
Right.
They're medium, but Yeah, Nissa just kind of ties everything together, gives you like this threat in the late game, this card advantage engine, which is pretty great. Slight deck building error though. There are only 2 forests in this deck. I should definitely have a 3rd forest somewhere.
Sure, we couldn't figure it out in time, but over on my side, like Gerry said, I'm pretty lame. Just got a couple fiery impulses. Cutting like some stuff that's basically just a consideration being on the draw. I don't actually think Spell Shuffle's bad in this matchup. It's just like you don't want to draw too many counter spells if you fall behind. If the Bant Humans deck can just like curve out, then might not be able to get any value off this. Some like Werewolves will flip, and I'll just be in trouble really fast. Cutting a Lightning Axe and a Magnetic Insight. I don't think I'm gonna have like time to like mess around necessarily with my engine as much as I would in the average matchup. So like discarding some lands or like not hitting my 6th or 7th land drop might be really problematic. So I kind of want to just reduce the chance of that happening, but I'm definitely gonna tinker a little bit more when I'm like back on the play, for instance.
Sure.
All right, let's get to the games.
All right, so I'm on the play for game 3. I'm gonna keep my hand. It is a little too weak to things like Fiery Impulse and Kozilek's Return. Plus, my mana again is not great, but I'm still keeping.
Thankfully for Gerry, I have none of those cards. Here on a mulligan to 6. Oh, hold on.
You can scry.
Hold
That's
on.
fine. I'm just...
Okay, we're going to bottom that one.
All right, go. It was an impulse, wasn't it?
No. Go.
Village, Reveal Plains, Grizzly Bear.
Oh, I can't beat it.
Done?
Oh, God. Well, no gamble, no future, I guess.
Love it.
Okay. Your turn.
Definitely hitting you.
Yep.
And then Village, Reveal Plains, Nissa.
Oh, come on.
What?
Give me a chance.
Look, man, the turn 7 Nissa is way better than the turn 3 Nissa, although obviously turn 3 Nissa is second best.
Bricking on 3rd land was a little brutal, but, you know, it's what I signed up for there.
Well, the reason I generally like doing that is that, like, if you go through 2 cards and, like, are still on 3, like, you're still not in a great spot.
Right,
you know?
you're going to brick 2 following turns later, so that's an issue for sure. Unfortunately, we can't either cast this or pair this with this, but I don't think we can just, like, 1-for-1 Gerry's creature. I don't think that's going to get us out of this game eventually, even though it'll keep us at kind of at parity for now. So I'm just going to cast Tormenting Voice, discarding Drowner of Hope. Okay. It's not bad. Go ahead.
So I have some options. It's basically between these 2. I feel like it should be this one. But there is certainly a correct time to cast it, but I don't know when that is. I think I'm supposed to just do it now. So we're going to company.
Yep.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
I don't think I can beat reasonable. Needed more help than that.
Yeah. I think just getting a creature up to 4 toughness is pretty nice. So counter, attack for 5.
All right, impulse this thing.
Attack for 2.
16.
Go.
It's not bad. It's not bad. So I think we're going to save that for later, though, just in the interest of playing around stuff like Negate and Kozilek, or Dromoka's Command. We'll go and do this now. Your turn. Yep.
Get a max, and I might be in the same boat where I'm just like, in the interest of playing around stuff, I might just pop my clue now. So, yeah, we're going to do that. Counter on tracker.
Yep.
Attack for 3.
13.
Go.
Definitely going to need some lands, though. You have how many in hand?
4.
4. So many. Don't think we have the luxury of sitting on these, unfortunately, so just going to kill both your things.
Fine.
Your turn.
Jeez. Okay, I mean, Hits keep coming.
More trackers.
Yeah, I
Yep.
don't know what to do with this exactly. I know I'm going to play a land. And then this is a spot where I can't play around Impulse anymore, but I could play around another K return. Or I could walk into K return and just play another Grizzly Bear. So many options, really. Go.
All right. This is tough. Tireless Tracker kind of just fuels himself by repeatedly sacking clues, which are probably going to hit some lands. But Dustwatch Recruiter also draws cards, and since we're kind of in this like trading game, that's going to be really tough to beat too. But at least that like makes Gerry use his whole turn theoretically.
I think you should definitely kill Tracker instead of Recruiter if that's what you're...
Yeah, I actually think I'm going to pass.
Trigger on.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should activate. So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Brick.
Yes. Okay. Now that it's resolved, I'm going to temper this.
Dead. Well, that's good.
Come on.
Good-ish, man. Settle down. Attack for 3.
All right, 10.
Grizzly Bear. Little Grizzle Bizzle.
Yep.
And we'll keep up appearances and not sack our clue. Go.
All right. Gonna need some help. Your turn.
Sack my clue.
Yep. This is definitely the downside of these cards. Kind of what I alluded to during sideboarding.
Just gonna take a cursory glance at my graveyard.
Oh, sure. No reason for you to do that. At least use your time wisely. Come on.
No.
We got things to do? Thoughts,
Yeah.
Lieutenant?
So, can do stuff like this, right? Morph for 2 mana.
Ooh.
That's hella busted.
All right.
It is.
Those are your words, not mine.
Can you honestly tell me that if morphs only cost 2 mana that they wouldn't be busted?
I mean, they'd be great.
Busted.
What if they were 1/1s?
I believe morph at 2 mana and morph at 2 mana as 1/1s were both tried.
Okay. Are we getting that, Thales, Lieutenant?
Don't know. Just, I have everything.
I just want the record to show that you're passing up the opportunity to flip a Nissa right here.
But then, okay, so because I'm kind of stupid and I haven't... Maybe, did I draw this turn?
I have no idea.
Because this was the last land I played.
Correct.
No, I think I drew... Yeah, because I didn't hit my land drop. Maybe I drew this off the clue. So yeah, I didn't have this.
Okay,
So
sure.
I could play DP, flip it, get Nissa, cast Nissa, have Forest. Can't play Lieutenant. So kind of a tilt.
Well, you still have me on 2-turn clock, plus you have Nissa flipped and lethal.
What if I just get 2 Lieutenants?
I mean, I probably can't beat that either, but...
Okay, so let's do that. Let's get that back.
You could flip Nissa.
Play 1, play another. And then my things have a million counters on them. I don't know.
Except for this guy.
Right. Is that good? This only has none?
So... 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 2, 3, right?
Yes.
Smush. The ones that are not summoning sick.
All right, I'm at 3.
Go.
Again, I don't know how we do it, but okay, that's not it.
I guess this is bad because if you have Chandra, just all my stuff dies.
This doesn't. Well, I guess I get -4.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's like I could trade for your whole board.
Yeah, probably should have flipped Nissa. I don't know. I had a Reflector Mage still as backup.
The right answer is always flip Nissa.
You're right.
All right, back here for game 3. I'm on the play. I might appear to be a madman by keeping this hand, but since these two are functionally paired together. I think this is fine, since I think the value of this card is much higher on the play.
This is game 4, right?
Yes, did I say game 3?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's game 4.
Thank God. All right.
You good over there?
Yeah, I'm great. My hand's great.
Right.
I'm great. Island, go.
All right, discard this Drowner of Hope. Come on, your turn.
Just good deck building, or
I got 2 pair.
okay?
I'm a ways off.
Yeah. Village, reveal forest, play Duskwatch.
Yep.
Go.
Okay. Discard Pyromancer's Goggles. All right. Might be doing some things now. Your turn.
Deuce.
Yep.
Go. Slow and steady.
I don't know what to do here. All right, I will resist every temptation. I'll impulse this.
Activate.
Yep.
Wow. Magic cards. Oh, what do I want more? Probably Den Protector.
Yep. Ew. Your turn. It's not actually a Temple of Tilt right now.
Go. Maybe that's bad.
So kind of have the option of either of these two, since I just drew this. These things are online, so in the face of what is pretty much a collected company, I think we're just going to sit back. Your turn. Yep.
I already hit 2 creatures.
What's their toughness?
All 3 of them combined are 6.
All 3 of them combined are 6?
Mhm.
I like my odds.
Okay. Yeah, this is weird. Now I feel like I'm cheating you if I just get Thraben Inspector off this thing, but
I mean,
so these are my options.
there's certainly an argument for it.
Yeah, so I think I get these.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Kill your things.
Max is still here. Max is still alive. Proper graveyard order.
It's a lost start, that one.
What?
Proper graveyard order.
Yeah. The Days of Phyrexian Furnace. Or no, that was They Choose.
All I know is,
Furnace. Which one was the bottom?
all I know is like Death Spark.
Sure. Well, I know Nether Shadow. Me and Nether Shadow.
Oh, yeah,
Me and
yeah.
Nether Shadow go way back.
Nether
Okay,
Shadow.
so I feel like if you had a Clash or Shrivel, you may have just used that instead of trying to bank on K-Return killing my stuff.
What if I'm just fearless?
You could be fearless, but I'm going to do this.
Yeah, it resolves.
Yeah. Oh my. Oh me, oh my. This is some stuff.
Are you a genius and you are holding a land and you have Tireless Tracker?
Yeah?
Didn't play around Clash?
No.
Ooh, nice.
I didn't think you had it.
Nice.
All my creatures are gone. Maybe I should shuffle them back in. I think my Nissa might just die.
You're a little ways away.
That's all right though. So I'm gonna get a forest and then play Fortified Village, Revealing Forest, and get a max. What? Should I put it in taps?
No, it's just, I don't know.
What do you want from me, man?
I don't know. Trigger your turn.
Look, I'm either gonna play the village tapped,
No, I get it. I get it. It's just
or I
funny.
can just play the forest and hold the village and just make it be tapped.
The stupid fortified village. That's never relevant.
One of these days, man. Searing Light. Dude, I was going through looking for 1-mana spells. I wanted just like the blessing, like whatever gets pro color or whatever. I wanted that card so bad.
Just like Blessed Breath?
Yeah, Blessed Breath.
Harm's Way would be nice.
That's too good. I don't think we could do that. All right, up to 3 clues.
Yep, clue floated.
Nissa is a turn away if we make our 7th land drop here. But we have 3 clues. And what are we doing with our lives here? What's happening?
I'm drowning some hopes.
No. I think I'm just supposed to stone that thing.
Ooh, I get a clue.
Probably. Can't beat 5/5, so.
5/5 is big.
It is large.
Just to confirm, I'm at 18, you're at 20, correct?
That's what I have.
Okay.
But again, I haven't been keeping life totals, so.
Yeah, there's no reason I'm going to be doing anything.
I'm definitely not going to rumble with. Well, maybe I should rumble with Nissa.
I feel like if I double blocked here, that would be actively good for you.
Yeah.
You have 1 million resources.
Alternatively, I could just do this too. Doesn't use my mana the best.
Reflector Mage?
But gives me some reasonable attacks. You're not supposed to be inferring what's in my hand from what I'm saying, Michael. That's cheating.
I'm just curious.
That's cheating.
Just on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
No blocks.
Pop a clue.
Yep.
I think it's worth it to do this, just to get in a point. Could certainly be wrong though. Take the rest.
That it? 12.
Mostly because I don't want to get K return. I'm gonna play a bunch of 2 toughness stuff. Good.
Okay. Finally something to pair with our goggles. That's nice.
Guys, I think he has a goggles.
Uh-huh. Genius. This, and I think we might actually want to hold this card because of like the pitch velocity stuff that we have in our deck. Though I guess, no, even if we like peel Ulamog, or no, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, if I peel Ulamog next turn, I'll be really sad if I can't cast it.
You think all your Eldrazi's are living through this turn?
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with dreaming, right?
No.
All right. Guess these 2.
It makes me the saddest, so it's probably correct.
Your turn. Gerry has 1 million cards and clues, so probably not spending his mana on Dustwatch Recruiter anytime soon.
Don't tell me what to do.
Gerry would love to spend all of his mana every turn for the rest of the game acquiring massive creatures.
If only I had powerful creatures in my deck.
I have powerful creatures in my deck.
Must be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll get one of those out of there.
Float that mana, dog.
Combat.
Pop that clue. Okay. No blocks.
2's good.
10.
Guess I could have hit Lieutenant, so maybe I should have done this first.
Sure.
How many creatures are in my deck? 1, 2, 6, 7.
And you know...
Oh,
Oh, you shuffle with Nissa.
I did, yeah. Yeah, I think I just want Crads. Okay. Go.
I feel like this is all a charade to leave up negate.
I mean, it doesn't even matter. Like, you have goggles. You're just going to copy whatever you play.
I guess that's true. All right, play Drowner.
Okay.
Go.
Bye, Max.
Yep.
Well.
How you doing over there?
Recruiter worked out. Not recruitering, because we would have missed. 7, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay.
I think he's just saying random numbers.
Yes and no.
Okay.
I have a lot of options. Go.
I guess you do. It's not really what I wanted to see. What you got over there? Nissa Stone Company, which you can't cast. All right. I think I might actually want this on the battlefield just because animating Wandering Funeral might be a possibility, and I don't think we're going to get to the point where this is relevant, so I'm just going to do that and go to combat.
Okay.
All right, post-combat. Your turn. Sure. Yep. Yep.
Get the stone back. Just diversify our bonds a little bit here. You didn't play anything, right?
Sure didn't.
Alright, so I have a trigger to contend with here. Activate.
Yep. Okay.
Flip skis, drop.
Yep.
Just casual 9 cards, no big deal.
What's it like? Yep. All right, trigger on. I'm gonna. So here I need to. I'm gonna be casting Kozilek's Return, but I kind of want to both have some insurance against us not resolving because of negate, and also not. I don't want to just like lose all my scions for no value. So I think I'm gonna tap the Howler. And then I'm willing to just cast Kozilek's Return and see what happens.
I have some dead homies.
Okay. And this has a counter.
Yep. Can't really attack.
Good stone.
Good stone. Still can't attack, though.
Gets me off Ulamog mana.
What does?
If I animate Ephemeral. Is that what you're referencing?
I mean, yeah, you could block, but you could just bounce.
Sure.
So it doesn't actually help me all that much. 9? Yeah, I really don't want to stone you at this point, but and I've played two spells. My thing's gonna come back, so yeah, I'm not gonna pop clue. Go.
Okay.
Trigger.
Go.
Activate.
Yep.
Whee!
I feel like you're just kind of toying with me. Just have so many cards. But so eventually I'm gonna find an Ulamog.
That's why I have that stone.
How is that possible?
I cracked all those clues, and I said that my thing would miss because I drew 3 land in a row.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can just, like, stone your thing now. It's still tough to get through those fumaroles. You can activate both of them.
I take a point to do it.
Sure.
It's the little
man.
things, right?
Sure, man. Sure. So I could DP back Nissa and just go that route, I suppose. 4, 5, 6. I'm out of forests. Big shock there, I'm sure.
I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. Could get tracker and kind of go off with this. I could just loop DPs, like DP flip, play. I'd have to play my land before I could play tracker. And it's like, how much do I have to commit to the board, and like how much do I sandbag to try and beat Ulamog? Because you're gonna flash 2K returns back, or you have the potential to.
Kind of feel like you just don't want the game to get to that point, but it is definitely hardest to break through.
Yeah,
these.
I know. I mean, you can just keep activating the bounce or whatever. So I guess what I might want to do is DP get company, cast stone, have company mana open, and then I have 3 things on the board and collect a company. So we'll start by stoning this, and we are going to attack to make you use your mana, I think. So play morph, and then do this, because you have to take a point also. Or you could take damage. I'm fine with either.
Yeah, I think. So I could animate both fumaroles, bounce, take 1, and then crack my clue. I guess that's just got to be the best thing.
I was looking for a morph thing.
But then if you just stone both my fumaroles, then I might be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I could do that too. Yeah, no morphs.
All right, I'm just going to bounce off the Howler.
Huh?
Bounce off the Howler. I'll take 3.
Okay.
7.
Yep. So I played stone into morphs. My thing's flipping back. Sure, go.
Sack my clue. Counter here. Just a mess of permanents in play.
Yep.
Ew. I see.
And then leaving the Den Protector there gives me some insurance if he does actually draw Ulamog.
I'm at 7.
Yep.
Well, I guess I could just die if I get greedy with my Ulamog, so that's probably ill-advised. So I should probably just do this thing.
So
6, 7, 8, 9. That's just everything, right? Yep.
okay.
So gonna put K return on the stack and target clue and island.
What?
Then you can't DP plus company plus.
Yeah, well, I can't company because I don't have a way to get around the Ulamog. So I'm just gonna flip up DP and get back stone, I think.
Well, you could just get company, let everything resolve, and then company.
I could, but I still would need to hit like a reflector mage or something, and even then, it feels pretty bad to me.
Right, but I mean, I'm just justifying why I think this is safer.
Well, I guess I should sack clue before I flip this.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yeah, then definitely getting back stone.
Okay.
Islands getting exiled. These are dying to K return.
Your turn. Yep. Might be getting in range of running out of basics. I said range.
Now I'm out of basics.
I think 1 hit might just deck you.
Well, that's why I'm gonna stone it.
Yeah.
Clues for buddy. Can't imagine you having many more K returns, but whatever. Go.
All right. Okay. Not bad.
Tilt.
Any spell's pretty good now. So kind of would like to start putting pressure, but I guess first things first, we'll go ahead and crack this clue.
You have the luxury of applying pressure to me?
I'm just fumarolling you. All right, I will kill both your things with Fiery Temper and hit you for 4.
16.
Your turn. Ugh, so many things.
2/4 clue. Activate activates. So should I clue first? I think I should activate first.
Oh no.
Play Nissa. I want to shuffle actually, because I put a negate and company on the bottom.
Sure.
You have 1 card left?
1 card.
Ah. I'm a mess. Hot mess.
Have you actually played your lane yet?
I played a Plains, I think.
Okay.
Nope, I didn't. Now transform. Now lieutenant.
Yep.
Counter here. Shia.
Yep.
4/4 vanilla elemental. Could not find a Shia.
Counter here. All right, if we can clear the way for a Fumarole to kill Nissa, then we're in good shape, but okay, we didn't.
What is happening in this game, by the way?
It's nonsense.
Why does my, like, Grizzly Bear human deck draw more cards than you?
Because I haven't... Well, I had to, like, Tormenting Voice to hit my land drops, and I haven't hit anything since.
I'm just saying. It's pretty absurd.
Don't make fun of my blue-red
I'm not making fun of
Eldrazi
your
goggle
deck. I'm making fun of this deck being a little too efficient.
I don't think we can attack.
Yes.
Your turn.
So I have a trigger on the stack. Let's activate it once, see what happens. Brick City. Good thing I shuffled that negate back in.
Probably just, like, cycling through your deck almost at this point.
I have nothing else to do.
Yep.
Sure, I'll take it.
It's a thing.
This
This had 2 counters, right? Did I just make that up?
No, it only had... I played it that turn, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did play it that turn. All right, draw.
Okay. Could have sworn it had 2 counters.
Take up Nissa. Tilt. At least we're not drawing that one, I suppose. Lammy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can beat an Ulamog. And then this thing. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Oh wait, did I just tap way too much? I did. Sack my clue. Meta burn!
This game is nonsense.
Should I even attack with this? Yeah, I should.
Probably, yeah. It forces me to... I have to trade with 2 of them now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the requisite blue-red sources. We're just trading.
Okay.
I'm at 3. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can still activate.
Done.
All right. Need a big one here.
I hope you draw Ulamog. I seriously... No, draw an Ulamog.
You think you can beat it?
This is game 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, draw an Ulamog. So you kill these...
You want to... All right, we're fighting?
No, I don't know. These will die decay return, right? I just want to see if I have a chance still. Yeah, I have stone and a company. Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah, maybe.
I get these 2 things.
Sure.
Yeah, you might still die.
I would probably have to, like, chain off into Tormenting Voice into, like, a Chandra.
Yeah, that would do it for sure. All right.
All right, back here for game 5 on the play. Again, if we kind of visualize our hand as these two being paired, I think it's pretty reasonable, so I'm going to keep.
Again, my mana's kind of weird, and I don't have like the right amount of beatdowns that I would prefer. But we have 2 shots to like hit a land basically, and then we'll be kind of good.
Turn 2 Inspector draw. Your turn.
Ooh, go.
Okay. Whew, man. My deck is tempting me.
Yeah.
So I can deposit a temple for later. It's a little risky. I just can't resist.
Yeah,
it's just too good. Your turn.
Basically needed to draw a land to turn this on.
Sure.
Go.
Okay. Oh, okay. I definitely don't want to let that thing flip. It's just going to let Gerry get too aggressive, so... basically, the choice is I'm going to cast this, discarding this, but whether I want to play this and not take damage, or just try to let us play a enter the battlefield tap land this turn, I think the upside of playing the ETB tap land is actually pretty high, so I'll take the point. Okay. Oh, that worked out too. Your turn.
Planes go.
All right, impulse your thing. Yeah, we got it. We got it.
I think I got too many of these.
Sure. So at least that stops the flip.
But now you just have to do it all over again.
Yeah, kind of. I think it's fine. Go.
Ooh. Flippy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The Butcher. Smush.
Yep.
The Smusher?
14.
Go.
That's not good.
What?
All
I
right.
just don't have any spells.
Yeah, I get it. Turn that. Play Tormenting Voice, discarding Clash of Wills. Tormenting Voice, discarding Drownyard Temple.
So likely still has a clash.
Your turn.
I think that's fine though. Take 1.
13.
Village, show you planes, play morph.
Yep.
Go. A little bit risky. I think we'll be okay though.
You have 3 in hand?
Yep.
So this is my best card in this scenario, but Gerry's willingness to just burn a negate so early in the game, even though it was like pretty good for him and actually gave him some pressure on the battlefield. If we just like get this counter, that's not great.
But what happens when I rebuy negate?
Yes, so that's the question. I can play this, which is a little worse, but might still draw the negate. So I think we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna tap this.
Yeah, I almost certainly have to negate that.
Okay. And now I will go ahead and...
You haven't played a land yet, right?
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll Lightning Alex this.
Okay, yeah, see, that's pretty bad. Ugh. I probably should not have negated that, but it's hard to beat Goggles otherwise. So... Planes go.
1 or 2?
2.
It's a weird spot. I have 1 temple in the graveyard, I think. Ooh, 2. 2 temples. I think because of the fact that I have 2 temples, I'm going to pass. Alright, I'm at 8.
You just take a bunch of damage or something?
Yeah,
Okay. By a bunch, I mean 1.
been punching myself in the head
Wastes.
approximately once.
Good.
Alright, return both my temples.
Yep.
Okay. Chandra.
Sure.
4, 5. I might actually need all these red sources. I guess I only need 2. All right, starts with 4. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. So I can just plus Chandra and kind of force Gerry to make a move, because at least then Chandra can't get attacked down. I'll go to 4 if Gerry just attacks me for 4, but he'll be at 8, or threatening to be at 8 with 2 elemental attacks. And I don't think it's good for me to make a move right now, so not sure this is correct, but we didn't prepare for elementals.
It's because they just die.
Yeah, it's true. All right, you're getting smacked.
All right, 14.
Go. This kind of forces Gerry to attack Chandra, because I can just go to 4 and then I can -4 Chandra.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go.
All right. Now I think we're in good shape.
Good shape.
Reasonable shape. Reasonable shape. I'm gonna start by paying full retail for this.
Dead.
Two cards. Alright, I'll 0. Temper you.
11.
Draw 3.
You actually get to draw the 3 before you decide to madness, right?
I'm not sure.
Because you have to resolve this ability before you can like do stuff in between.
What's a cost? There's a comma. So, yeah, I guess the mana struggle go on the stack and then the cards would be in my hand, so.
Yeah.
Alright. You're at 14 still.
Okay.
I'll Insight, discarding Highland Lake. And then I'll play a Fumarole and pass.
Remember when I was like, I just need to draw land? Go.
Careful what you wish for.
Haven't bricked.
Put a counter on this.
This was my opener. This.
Sure. This is a bit of an extreme example because Gerry's just kind of floating out horribly, but I do think this is a pretty good illustration of some people are a little too aggressive about just trying to plus Chandra and get their opponent dead. If you're just drawing 4 cards a turn, probably can't lose. So.
Right. It's not about killing them in the shortest amount of time possible. Like sometimes
Right.
it is, but
I can probably just lock up the game if I'm just drawing this many cards.
exactly. Like the game will take a few more turns, but I have no way to directly remove this.
Right. And I'll just leave Fumarole available as a blocker. Your turn. Okay.
Done.
I mean, granted, I'm just like drawing a bunch of lands. Obviously, I'm not really in danger of losing from the spot, but impulse this.
Dead.
Draw 4 cards.
Okay. Hope you get decked.
All right.
I could Ulamog you, buddy.
That's true.
I got 10 manas. Let's go.
Trigger that. Your turn.
There was another one over there. They were the same one. Wow, a Den Protector. I mean a morph.
That's worth 2 whole cards. Ew, clue.
Go. Kind of awkward because I can't.
Correct and clue.
Can't company this turn, but I think I have to. I have to Stone the Drowner, otherwise I just die. I might just die anyway. Maybe I have to put another creature in play.
So you're at 11.
Hold on. I think I need to do this. No, this is definitely gone.
Okay. So
I'm just saying I think I have to put another creature in play.
I see what you're saying. Okay. All right. So I can still crack my clue and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I did that. So you probably want to do this first before stoning me, right?
I don't know, man. It's possible I just want to get company instead of stoning or whatever. I assume you have like spells at this point. And I'm dead, right? Because you went through like so many lands.
Yeah,
already.
I can just like K return you and then 6/10.
Yeah. I'm way dead.
Okay.
My Morph was a Den Protector.
Thank you. You don't receive a warning. Everyone back here for the conclusion of Blue-Red Eldrazi Goggles versus Bant Humans. Few little issues with my deck, but it seemed pretty sweet.
The thing that I noticed was that you had a lot of different ways to use your mana early, which is good, but at the same time, I think you did have too much going on. Like Majoring is the card that stands out to me is just like you just don't have time for that.
Never had the opportunity to J-charge it.
Right.
Specifically, like discarding lands to Magmatic Insight, even though like you can like spike the Drown Yard Temple, and that's a really cool interaction with the Goggles deck. Like kind of having the tension of wanting to play your velocity spells at sorcery speed, but then leaving up counter magic, like, and then you have enter the battlefield tap lands. Like it's pretty difficult for everything just to line up perfectly.
Yeah, especially when your counter spell is Clash of Wills. Maybe it's like you want negate in your main deck or something.
Sure, or even just max spell shrivel.
Sure, yeah, I could see that too. Maybe like some Hedron Archives would be good too.
Yeah, that's definitely a big part of the Blue-Red Eldrazi deck. So I could see that. My justification was I thought Goggles was kind of taking that spot, but I could definitely see just a draw too.
Yeah,
having an inspiration.
It's not bad, and like 4 mana that's +2 mana gets you that much closer to Ulamog, whereas like Goggles does it a little bit, and like Drown Your Temple does it a little bit. But from playing the deck, I really liked having like the big burst because you could go like Archive into Drowner into Ulamog and just have it, you know.
Right. Also, like having Drowner plus the blue counter spells meant my Goggles were a little bit weaker.
True.
Post board, having Fire Impulse helped a lot, but that's still definitely a consideration for the main deck. Like maybe Goggles is just like a 2 of or something along those lines.
Yeah, I could totally see that too. I could totally see like lower counterspell numbers, maybe negates, maybe some Hedron Archives, but I mean, I still like counterspells and the Eldrazi package and stuff like that.
Right.
So I don't know if the Goggles stuff is good or not.
Yeah, it's hard to say. But definitely like just being able to hammer your opponent with Kozilek's Return to Ulamog is awesome. That's why the Blue-Red Eldrazi deck is, a real deck. So
Yep.
Over on your side, I think it looked like you might have gotten a little bit more faith in Bant Humans.
No, I mean, I always liked the deck. I worked on a deck kind of similar to this before Pro Tour Shadows, except I was sticking with Knight of the White Orchid. Like, that was the big thing. But I was like, the more I played the deck, I was like, oh, man, I just want, like, Yavimaya sometimes. Like, I want to go White Source, Yavimaya, then all my problems are solved. And at no point was I just like, I should just cut these Knights, you know?
Right.
So I kept trying to, like, get Coast in there while also having Knights. And I think some people are still kind of trying to do that. But now that, like, people have played Displacer in the deck, it's like, all right, well, we definitely want 4 Yavimaya, and I think that just, like, opened things up and made the mana base a lot better. So I do like the deck. I like the DP negate package. That game 5 was really weird because I looked at my hand where it was like DP 2-drop. I had a pacifist,
Lambo,
right?
Yep.
Yeah, the 2 negates company, and then I drew the land I needed on the first turn. I was just like, this game's over. But then like the turn 5 happened where I played the Den Protector, and I was like, this is risky, but I'm gonna do it. You know, it was basically like if you play like Chandra, I get to negate it, untap, and then have either DP for company or negate, and then like the game's basically over at that point. But you had like the spot removal spell and the big spell, and then I just drew all lands. But
yeah, drawing like 5 or 6 or maybe more than that lands in a row was definitely a problem. But
I drew a stone, but other than that, I drew all lands after a 2-lander, and I had like 11 lands at the end. So it was like 5 stone 5 or something. It was bad, but I do like that plan, like because on game 5, like I thought on turn 5, I thought it was a huge favorite because of like Den Protector, negate, company, having access to all that stuff, and you have like very clean answers to things with white mana. So. I do like the Bant deck. I think the Den Protector sideboard is very good. I like it more than Gideon. But that's it. That's all I got.
To me, I think that's actually the reason to play the deck.
Yeah, I do too.
Like game 1, you have this, fine proactive deck of aggressive creatures and Collected Company, and that's awesome. And you have some grindy elements as well, like Tireless Tracker and whatnot. But the post-board plan of negate Den Protector makes it very difficult for your opponent to pace themselves correctly against you.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe I should have just not played the DP, and then I would have been fine. But I'm greedy.
I mean, using your mana is very important, obviously, but
I had plenty of mana, you know?
Well, I mean, that was just a weird scenario overall, but sure, it didn't work out in that case. But Yeah, I don't know. Ban humans just to staple the format. This kind of just a cool little experiment. Might tweak it a little bit, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, like, this is spoiler season starting. Like, we saw Emrakul already, and it's getting to be about that time where people are like, I want to play some fun decks in Standard. So I like doing this when this time happens, where you're just like, hey, Majors, what you got? What you got in that closet? You know, that you haven't really busted out really.
Oh, I got plenty of them.
Yeah, I know. So it's like, all right, let's play something that's kind of sweet.
Yeah. But I guess that's all for us. SG Tour's taking a week off, and then we'll be back for some Legacy action. It's been a while, I guess. Worcester, Andy Boswell, and CVM will be in the booth, so either join us on SG Live or come out and play some Legacy.
What are you going to play?
I think I'm... Future's hard. I'm not sure where I'll be. I don't think I'm going to be in Worcester. I want to say I think it's WMCQ, so you can't get on to me.
I would probably play Miracles.
Yeah, I mean...
I might give it a shot.
Really?
What? We've been talking about this. It's the best deck, right?
We have been talking about this, but I feel like every time, like, Gerry, we should just, like, play Miracles. You're like, no.
Dude, I'm trying to buckle down. This is it. This is me buckling down.
You're trying to do the right thing.
I'm trying to. We'll see what happens.
Some people are even calling for Miracles to get banned. So.
Yo, like 3, 1, and 5 or something. BBD will make fun of me.
Who's the time thief now?
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah. Looks like Gerry's going to try his hand at some Miracles. It's pretty likely that many of you will be doing the same thing. But, yep, join us in Worcester for some Legacy, and that's it for us this week. Thanks for watching, guys.